What's going on, everybody? This is D-Raww, my co-host
Trick Bag
Tommy, and this is Raww Reality Podcast. We got some very special guests in the building today, Ali Spoon and OG Maco. So we're gonna start off. I got some questions for OG Maco. So we all know about where you started off with. We know that you had the bitch you guessed it, the banger, that took over the globe.
Yeah, that motherfucker was fire
for a second, but I was curious about. I know you had your OGG click before you got affiliated with the whole QC and everything.
Right.
How did everything get formulated? How did you guys start? Like, how did you start off getting in the game?
Originally, I didn't make OGG. I think I start off by saying that.
Okay.
OGG wasn't like an idea of mine. It wasn't something I came up with.
Okay.
At the time, I was just hustling and shit. I can cuss, right?
Yeah.
I was just hustling and shit, and gotta ask. And I was like rapping, kind of like side turn. But at that time, I was more on my lyricism. I just wanted to be like the best rapper in rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really care about making hits as much right then. I just wanted to rap. And that's how I seen all my friends doing it, like 2-9, Curtis Williams and all of them. So how Atlanta work, everybody's just kind of around. And one of my friends was a DJ for 2-9, and I was making so much money at that time. And he was like, bro, you the only one that got all the money, like the real clout, and you can rap, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but you don't have an internet presence, like, cause I stayed off the internet. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something I liked. Because, like I said, I'm hustling. You feel me? I wasn't trying to get caught up.
Keep on the low, yeah.
And so he had another friend who was like an internet kid, and it was like my first foray into the hipster world and all that. You know what I'm saying? And so we met up in Florida.
Okay.
On the beach, actually. We met up in Florida on the beach. And he drove down there like in the middle of the night. He called me like, yo, I got an idea. Drove down in the middle of the night. Was like, man, we need to make this shit. Yeah. We need something to call it. And I was like, shit. I mean, I don't know. He was like, well, I'm thinking like, shit, you like the young OG, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, OG gang, and I was like, okay, no shit like that. That's kind of ass. And I was like, you gotta mean something. And slowly but surely, eventually it became, the originality gains greatness. And that's how that started, and all of the members of OGG was either already related to us in a form of fashion. Like, for example, Larry June and me been best friends since like 6th grade.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like some rapper shit. Like, we've been there. When Parker was Pretty Boy Parker at the time, he was already the hood producer for a lot of my young boys, So when I met Parker, I was like, we got to change your name and sauce your shit up, and OG Parker. Okay. And then Deco was already the best friend of Brandon Thomas.
Okay.
So we brought Deco in, and everybody else went from there. Leaf, I reached out to Leaf long before she was with A-Track or anything like that. I just thought she was like super talented, and she came over, and of course, it was like Losa, and it just went from there. And eventually I had more producers and artists, and when I came over to QC, I was the only one with that kind of structure. You know what I'm saying? Like the Migos was just like a rap group. They didn't have YRN or like no rappers or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And I brought that structure over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, how many members is it total right now as of today?
As of right now, we cut it down. It's I mean, technically, if you an OGG, that's kind of a life thing, unless you get like excommunicated, which we have excommunicated people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But nah, for real, nah. Cause some of these people shits, it'd be like real willy nilly and like niggas be in and out and shit like that. But our shit more like, we got secrets, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't.
It's deeper than
it's deeper than that
thing,
shit. Yeah, so we don't rock like that. But right now, I think if you include staff and shit, we probably like. Well, if you include the world staff, it's probably like 26 people. Okay. But that's staff and all. That's my people in France. That's my people in Portugal. I got my dude in Milan, Albie. You know what I'm saying? Okay. My brother Gummo rapping and making beats and shit. You got Kino DJing around the world for like different people. It's
a big thing.
It's an umbrella corp.
Then,
yeah,
right?
We're an umbrella corp, and we move behind the scenes. We're in the shadows. You know what I'm saying? So we people don't think about us first. Yeah. But we influence everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy, man. So I know that I heard that Lil Yachty was a big influence on Lil Yachty's career as far as like getting him into rapping. Yeah. With all the greats that came out of Atlanta, who was like real big on influencing you into getting into rapping and stuff.
Oh shit, I didn't care about being a rapper, but I will tell you this. Guap, man. Yeah. It wasn't like Guap made me want to rap. But the only reason I wanted to rap, to be real with you, like the only reason I wanted to rap was, like I said, I was getting all this money, but that shit wasn't fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you getting it, but it ain't nothing you like really proud about. You feel me? Like, you can't really go tell your mom I just jugged 30,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't some shit from here. You know what I'm saying? And I keep it 1,000. My mom trill as hell, and she wasn't even like built like that. But like as I grew up and my shit adjusted, like I remember when I came home, I had the pounds in the car, and I had forgot I had the pounds in the car. I was drunk, and my mom smelled my car like way down the street. She get up early in the morning, like do power walks. You feel me? And she came and woke me up, and she was like, "Hey man, go spray your car, man. How much weed you got in the car, man?" So I spilled your shit down the street, type shit. So,
okay. That's cool. I mean, that's a legend. I mean, I'm from the West Coast myself, but I know that Gucci Mane is definitely a big influence on Atlanta scene. He's probably like the head honcho of everybody.
Yeah. And he didn't have to fight for that. You know what I'm saying?
It was just given
it's just given to him because he's grew up. You feel me? Like, Jeezy was huge. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy still is a legend, don't get me wrong. You feel me? But like, you see more kids like go up than you do Jeezy, right?
What is it about Gucci Mane? Because I know like Jeezy, you got T.I. Like, what is it about Gucci Mane that has such an influence?
Because Gucci wasn't everybody else, and to be real, at the time, everybody else was too pretty. You feel me? Like, everybody else was too fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, Luda was too fun. You feel me? Outkast was too deep. Like,
that's true.
But when you get down to Guap, he was the only one that really, and people don't give him credit for it, but he has so many flows. He has so many songs. He has so many like bangers like from the street, and then like you seeing him do this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like you can watch old Guap videos and see Skinny Walker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at all the young artists, like you look at Bankroll. Bankroll started with Guap. You know what I'm saying? You look at the whole 808 Mafia. Look where the fuck they at. That's Guap. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at Nicki, you look at French Montana, you go, and people don't think about like Nicki and French Montana, but who did you see them with first? Guap. You know what I'm saying? So
like, a lot of people on.
There's a lot of people, the Migos, Thug, you know what I'm saying? And then you go to like his people he influenced, like me, McConan. You know what I'm saying? And I put Kid Cudi on the same level, but that's on a grander scale. You feel me? And we talk about Atlanta, it's Guap.
That's what's up.
Cool.
So what's up out there, Allie? What's up? I see you out there grinding, girl. You out there doing your thing. How was All-Star Weekend?
Good. It was freaking crazy. Okay. I died. Maco had to pry me from a mansion party at like 9 a.m. He's like, "We are leaving." I was like, "I don't want to go home."
Shit was not that simple.
I mean, I don't really be partying out here as much
So
anymore.
So pretty much tell me how you got into promoting.
God.
Well, before that, give a little introduction about yourself for the people that may not know.
Alrighty, guys. Allie Spoon here. I work for Scottsdale Nights and do all the VIP marketing and all the nightclubs. But we've expanded nationwide now. Okay. So obviously that's why I was an All-Star Weekend. But how did I get into promoting? I started at School of Rock when I was 18.
Damn.
And I used to get blackout wasted every night and drive home. The guy I was dating at the time was like, "What the hell?" So
well, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
But that was, back then, it was pretty crazy back then.
Okay.
And everyone, I looked older anyways. So, lied about my age, got in, all that good stuff. But that's like when we had Big Sean, when we do the pool parties with DJ Khaled, like way before it was big like it is now, you know what I mean? But after that, McFadden's, went to Dallas, came back to Open Blur, turned to that hip hop, and that's when hip hop came into the square. Yeah, International, I went to Mint.
Yeah, they call it the Vortex.
Yeah, it's been going off ever since because it used to be, it sucks to say, but it used to be segregated. Yeah. You'd have Revolver. That's where everyone of color stayed. Nobody was in the square.
Nobody even hit the corner.
I feel like I did influence a lot of the hip hop and stuff out here as far as clubs and stuff go and bookings and all of that as well.
So like what like was your passion about it? I mean, was it because you had a love for going out and having fun, or what was it?
My dad used to own the biggest recording studio out here. So before Salt Mine, half his equipment's in Salt Mine. I mean, Don Salter, my dad, go way back. My dad did Sister Sledge, the "We Are Family." My dad did all that.
He made that song? Or he recorded that song?
He recorded it, yeah.
That's crazy.
It was done in our house. I used to hang out with their kids.
Oh, shit.
So, I think it was just, growing up and all that stuff and, the music and the marketing. And, I was a criminal justice major. I wanted to be a lawyer. Okay. So, as I was doing that, then I did, my minor in marketing. And ever since then, it kind of just took off. I didn't really mean for it to take off like that, but, it did. And here I am.
So I see you around all these rappers and your name is rappers, and you call yourself White China. Why is that?
Okay, so let me talk about that.
Are you coming out with an album? Come on now.
Okay, so my girl Ashley, my girl Ashley gets drunk. She gets really drunk. And we were partying one night and we were popping, bottles of Moe Nectar at like 5 a.m. And literally, I still have the video. It's on Snapchat. And she literally just pops the bottle and goes, cheers to white China. So after that, I took it. And my boy that owns Armadale Vodka, Clarence out here, he's like friends, Trey Songz, all those guys. He's like, dude, let me trademark this shit for you. He's like, I swear you'll make money. Because it was just a joke. And
I like it.
He trademarked it. And I was getting booked in South Carolina, Atlanta, all the strip clubs. They were like, I'm like, whatever. So kind of just went with it. It was just a joke, though.
Yeah, okay.
But at that time, that's when Rob and Black China had all that drama. So I think that's why people caught onto it. So people were like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay.
So I got a question, man. So for both of y'all, what are y'all liking about hip hop right now? I know y'all both heavily into the hip hop realm. Like
okay, to be honest, he be at my house listening to like Fall Out Boy and shit.
Okay.
So he's not even like, I'm the ratchet
Tell me
one.
about that.
I'm the ratchet one.
I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have guessed that.
That's the thing about it. A lot of people, the majority of people, have never like actually checked my catalog. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all people's fault. It's a lot of label fuck shit that leads to that. But at the same time, I was the lead singer of a rock band. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? We was Dr. Like we had a whole fucking rock band. I was in a screamo band.
No, he
Damn.
literally be making me mad. Like we're fucked up and he's putting on Fall Out Boy. I'm like, dude, I can't. Like turn this shit off.
I listen to everything though. I listen to like Dance Gavin Dance. I'll go to
Johnny
fucking
Cash. I'm like, dude,
Johnny Cash.
I
go
can't.
like some India. You know what I'm saying? Some Black Sabbath. It don't matter.
Never guessed that.
You feel me? But it's like people don't really think about that. But if you like check the origins of my music or like fuck 'em and all those type of songs, it's rage music because it's screamo. That's why I started the mosh pits at rap shows. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas often forget that because now it's so common when you watch like a video or rap show, right? You don't even think it's turning if everybody not moshing it. But if you just go back just a little bit, right? Like just before me, rap shows is like, you feel me?
Walking
Niggas doing
around,
this. Niggas is not going there like having to risk their life. That was a rock show.
Yeah.
You went in a rock show and you risked your life in the mosh pit. Yeah. And that's lit. You feel me? I'm like, no, that's how my show is gonna be. Fuck that.
So you was listening to like rock and
That was. If you go through my phone right now, if you go through my phone right now, let's check my last 5 albums. Let's do like this on some real shit. Let's see what my last 5 albums are that I just got. We got okay. This looks bad, but it's not as bad as you think it is. It's 4 Fall Out Boy albums back to back. Okay. So we got My Heart Will Always Be.
Fall Out Boys.
We got Empire of the Sun, Kings of Leon, The Killers, Utada Hikaru, Foreign Beggars. Shouts to Foreign Beggars. Out in Britain, we got a crazy song going on right now called Waves. Shameless self-plug. I got Greedo, India, Phil Collins. Like,
legend, man.
Dionne Warwick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got Dionne Warwick on this shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's so okay. Let me, because I'm like I would have never expected you to say no shit like that.
Everyone thinks he's like this ghetto rapper, and he's at home like with so much substance, like watching documentaries. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So like me and my man, we from the West Coast, so we got our I've been to Atlanta a few times, but we got our impression of Atlanta. We got what we think Atlanta is like. Right. Like what part of Atlanta you from? Again?
I'm from Onet. I'm from the South Side. I'm from literally the nothing.
So give us a rundown of like the culture or the politics within Atlanta.
With Atlanta?
Yeah.
I mean, I tell people all the time because people go to Atlanta and they think you gonna win doing this. So they be trying to like buddy with people. First off, Atlanta is like super fake. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like one of the fakest, but it's dangerously fake. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to take the gamble in Atlanta. That's one. And then 2, most people that go to Atlanta, they go to Atlanta. You feel me? It's not too many people you meet in Atlanta who are from Atlanta.
From Atlanta, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And us natives, oh man. Shit, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
what about y'all natives?
Man, it's the finesse capital of the world. You feel what I'm saying? And but we know the rules, and most people take years to learn the rules of Atlanta. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And the most simple thing is that a win is a win in Atlanta. Yeah. So you know, like, if you go somewhere like Chicago or Detroit or some shit, like it's maybe who's the biggest pimp or the biggest drug dealer, who shot the most niggas, right? You go somewhere like with West Coast, it's like who's the biggest gangbanger or whatever. No, none of that shit matter in Atlanta. You could be all of those things, and if you're not winning, no one gives a fuck. You can be the biggest gangbanger. If you shoot niggas, you better be getting some money for it. Because in Atlanta, that's all we care about. Yeah. You feel me? Like, we don't care about nothing else. Well, whatever evils you do, whatever goods you do, you better be getting some fucking money off of it. You know what I'm saying? And people come to Atlanta with hopes and dreams and aspirations and all that shit, and they wait for people to like them. You know what I'm saying? They wait for people to accept them.
Yeah.
And the only reason I made it anywhere to do anything I wanted is because nobody in my city wanted me to make it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like one of those situations where people like reached out their hand and like embraced me into the culture type shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went behind the scenes and I paid like for the whole venue and didn't tell nobody. You feel me? I ain't put my tag on that shit.
You just
that
did
shit
it,
don't matter. It don't matter if I pay for it, as long as what I need to happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
We go and flex 2 times a week when nobody knew who we was. You know what I'm saying? We do it silently. You feel me?
Yeah.
And eventually people start asking the question. You feel me?
What is
Once
that?
they start asking the question, you just give them one simple answer. You feel me? Don't make them look too many places. Don't make them look around too much.
Yeah.
And we hit them with, Road Running first, and Road Running went off, and then you guessed it.
So Road Running was that on your first project?
Yeah, Road Runner was on Live Life. Yeah. See, a lot of the other thing that people don't understand, where people be like, "How did I get so big?" is that they only know You Guessed It, and they don't understand that You Guessed It was off of Give 'Em Hell, and Give 'Em Hell was like the biggest mixtape to drop for that entire year. Most of these rappers are based off of Give 'Em Hell, 100%.
Yeah.
Most of these niggas,
That was like 2013.
no, that was
14,
2015. That was like 2015, 14 type shit. You feel me? And it was me and Key. And like off of that tape, you had like Road Runner, you had Die Just From Living, you had the song Give 'Em Hell. And, you know, Key is with Og over with A$AP Mob and shit now. You feel what I'm saying? So like at the time, Key was a huge Atlanta rapper. You feel me? But on a whole different scene. There's 2 different scenes in Atlanta. You got the street nigga scene, and you got hipster Atlanta. And at the time, hipster Atlanta wasn't getting no clout because none of the niggas from hipster Atlanta was real enough to go be like, yo, fuck these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thus you had me. You feel what I'm saying? So when I came here, I didn't give a fuck about none of that because I wasn't dependent on the broke nigga handout move. I had money already, but I went to go hang with the broke niggas. Fuck it.
Okay.
You feel me? We gonna go chill with them. We gonna figure out their shit because they make the culture happen. It's the broke niggas that start the culture. Everybody else just soak it up and make money off of it. But the broke niggas, they never monetize it. You feel what I'm saying? They don't go get learned. You know what I'm saying? They don't take the time.
Take the time to understand.
Because that's pussy to them. You feel me? That if you can shoot the nigga, do whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's respect. But if you can understand the contract, you feel me? Like, fuck is up with you, bro? You see what I'm saying? And that's I never played by the rules. You feel me? I used to skip school, smoke weed, all that shit. But the reason I could do it is because I could go past any test I took. You feel me? I read the whole fucking book at the beginning of the month, and then by every test I got it, I didn't go to class. Why I need to go to class? It's in the book.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. So okay. Like, so you said it's the street Atlanta and the hipster.
And
Atlanta.
the hipster Atlanta.
Now, like I said, I'm from the West Coast, so we know East Atlanta, we know North Atlanta because of the Migos, we know South Atlanta, College Park.
What do you
Bubba
think
Sparks,
East Atlanta is?
I feel like East Atlanta's got to be the street part of Atlanta.
Most of the hipster shit in all of Atlanta comes from East Atlanta. 90% of the hipster shit is East Atlanta. 90% of the hipster clubs are in East Atlanta.
Damn.
So like break down like is it
How it break
segregated like
down?
that? Is it segregated like East? These are the East dudes. I know an East Atlanta dude when I see one.
Yeah,
I know a South Atlanta dude when I see one.
No. You see, that's a native thing. You feel me? Like if you divide Atlanta up, where I'm from, the South Side is drug users, robbers, and shooters. That's what the South Side is known for.
That's
drug users, not like dealers.
Is that like Yin Yang Twins and all that? Is that they from College Park? Is that South Atlanta?
2 Chainz, me, Walker is like right up the street, Riverdale type shit. Let's see, Lil Jon, obviously. Bubba Sparks.
Yeah, I didn't
know what to popped in my head, but it did though. It's a bunch of people come out of College Park, but we don't. The thing about I will say for the South Side is the people that make it out, we usually are pretty intelligent.
Okay.
Even if people don't think so. Like Walker's a really smart guy. Yeah. People don't know it, but he is.
It's just
You
a
feel
shit
me?
show.
Lil Jon, really smart guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Had to be.
Had to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's how it work over there. The West Side is dancing niggas, jugging niggas, and drug dealers. And the West Side of Atlanta is where they put all the disenfranchised. You feel me? All of the poor, run down, fucked up. That's the West Side.
Who's from West Atlanta? Because I never heard West Atlanta be shout out like that.
Shawty Low, T.I.
Oh, okay.
Fucking, any dance that's ever came out of Atlanta has come from the West Side.
Okay.
100%.
Okay,
all that shit. All the lingo come from the West Side.
Damn.
Like Dab and all that shit, that's from the West Side nigga. You feel me? Like that's how that's going down.
So East Atlanta, we already know that.
East Atlanta is robbing
21 Savage.
Robbing grimy niggas. Nigga, that's the difference. See, Southside niggas can be loyal.
Yeah.
We might shoot you. We might rob you, but we're not gonna rob our partner and we're not gonna shoot our partner. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But East Atlanta niggas, them niggas is grimy.
Okay.
And most of the time, and the niggas from East Atlanta gonna hate me for this, but the brokest East Atlanta nigga, like the brokest West Side nigga, he gonna wear like plaid, loud outfits. The brokest South Side nigga gonna wear some tight ass Ralph Lauren or some shit. The brokest East Atlanta nigga look like a stereotypical nigga from a video. Big t-shirt, big jeans, the random shoes, he got the crazy stick, probably a bandana somewhere, like, just look like the stereotypical nigga. You feel me? And then the North Side is just unknown. Like, the North Side is some new shit. That's, the North Side
is pretty much the only one putting on for the North Side then.
Hey, K-Camp, y'all be
K-Camp.
playing K-Camp.
I didn't know, like, K-Camp.
Yeah,
Shout out to my nigga K-Camp.
K-Camp's the shit,
That's my
man.
dog. You feel me? Like, but, I mean, the North Side is not, I know what, I'm gonna just keep it 1,000, bro. Ain't no shit happening where niggas is from the North, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to the Migos, but no, bro. It ain't, they must be the only ones. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't really going like that.
Yeah.
But, cool.
Okay, that's a good little rundown of how, Atlanta.
Just got all the geography down,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
everything.
So
Yeah,
what's
I
up?
mean, that's
Got a
just-
lesson.
So I see you over there in that nice outfit, Allie.
Barely any clothes. What's new?
So yes, I got a couple guests who want to ask some questions for you. So so what type of girl was you in high school?
Oh man, dude, I was a party girl. I was the girl throwing all
Party,
the keggers.
party.
All the keggers. And I was a fighter. I was always getting in fights, but I got straight A's. So
Okay.
all my teachers loved me. And my parents let me do whatever I want. Because they're like, oh, she's getting good grades, she's fine. But they would leave town, and man, I would throw the biggest fucking keggers.
Okay, this is another big question. What type of guys are you attracted to?
Oh man.
This is huge right now.
A lot of people want to know that.
A lot of people want to know that one.
Damn, do I have to answer that?
You gotta answer that one.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Let it be a mystery. Keep
So, I mean, the stereotype. I mean, OG, yesterday, I think you heard 2 people on the phone. 2 people on speakerphone say, you and them athletes.
Oh, that's funny, man.
It's, yeah. I mean, I book a lot of the athletes.
Okay.
So, you know,
They with you around.
Okay.
yeah,
that's
literally. But I don't think I really have like a certain type.
okay.
But I feel like I won't fuck with someone that's not like on my level or above, straight up.
You're a hustler.
It's bad. Like I,
You out here grinding.
Like a normal. I'm like I can't date normal people. I feel like
The bag.
like normal guys.
the
normal
bag.
guys.
The
always
bag.
try to-
You gotta have the bag.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. Ain't
But
nothing wrong with that.
normal guys try to take me out. They're like, oh, you want to do a spa day? You want to do this? Like, no. Like, you won't be able to deal with me. Like, I'm like, trust me, I will ruin your life. Like,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
see
very
that.
honest about it. I'm like, you don't want to fuck with me.
Okay, another question I want to ask. What was your first job growing up?
My first job growing up.
Yeah.
You know what? I worked at No Fear. Remember the bro days? Yes.
Oh, man.
16.
That's
No
crazy.
Fear. And I used to get stoned as shit with my boss.
All right, so
man.
I got a question for both of y'all. So what has your attention right now? Whether it be like something like a show, something on social media, an app that you use every day, something like what's like something that has been having your attention like as of recently?
That's cool.
I mean, like, activity-wise or just in
Anything
general?
like
I mean,
what is your mind? What is your mind
the
been
gym,
on?
for
The
sure.
gym?
He makes fun of me. He's like, "You're gonna eat your meal preps?" Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat my meal preps. I'm very into, obviously. I mean, my job. If you don't look good, you don't have a job.
Yeah,
Straight
that's
up.
true. I feel you.
So, I mean, that, and then obviously, I'm gonna compete again this year. I used to do fitness bikini back in like 2012.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get back into that this year. I mean, after I had some crazy times, 2016 Paris?
Yeah.
Shit. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Scoot up a little bit to the mic, but
Oh.
yeah. So okay. So you in the gym?
Definitely
What's
in the
your goals
gym.
with that?
I don't really watch a lot of TV. I mean, I
Okay.
feel like I'm really busy. I'm watching one show right now that I just started 2 days ago.
Okay.
What's it called? Seven
seconds.
seconds.
7 seconds. What's that about?
And it's actually about a cop that kills a African American kid. So it's actually really good, and I think it's based off one of the incidents that happened of the true stories.
most
But it's
likely.
really
She put
good.
me on, ain't gonna lie, it's hard.
It's pretty
It's
hard.
good.
Okay, yeah. We
So some
gotta,
Netflix shit. What is it?
Yeah,
It's on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Okay.
yeah, we gotta watch that shit.
How about you, OG?
Man, I don't like to reveal my head too much. I'm doing a little bit of everything, man.
Okay.
I've been in the tech field a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been writing for a lot of people, and
Okay.
a lot of people don't kind of know that.
Yeah.
So I'd rather them not know that.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you.
And I'm growing a lot of weed.
Oh, okay.
Growing a lot of weed.
That's big business now, man.
Oh, yeah, it's
great
legal.
business. Yeah,
I just say that. I'm growing a lot of weed.
He said I finally can say it.
Yeah.
I said your attention's been on cultivating then. What it sound like.
Well, we doing more than that though. It's not just to get high. That's not what we're doing the weed for even. Getting high off the weed only get you so much money. We're extracting the CBD oil for medicinal purposes. That makes way more money.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know I help the world, whatever, but it makes way more money. And I think if anything right now, I think that's what I'm more concerned with because I've done everything that I pretty much wanted to do for my original dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like this year, I'll finish hitting every continent. I've been to every country in Europe. I performed in damn near every city in China. I already did all the main 3. I lived in 3 different countries. You know what I'm saying? I got friends literally in every spot you can think of. So it's like going around the world now, it's kind of slow. I'm finna go to Milan in like 8 days. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta go to Milan. And at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to do more shit. Because most people was like, oh, fuck, bro, we're going to Milan. I'm like, nah, bro, fuck, we're going to Milan.
So was it ever about the music or was it ever about success in general?
No. See, that's the thing about it. I was an idiot when I started. I don't even like being famous. Honestly, it's annoying. And I didn't get. I made a choice. I made a decision when I started doing music to try and like help the kids. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing about it. I was like, yo, if I can figure this out, you know, maybe I can like help the kids and help them figure it out. And I was so, you know, focused on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I was so focused on purpose. You know, I was doing marches, you know, for the kids and shit. You know, when the cops murder was happening, I was putting out, you know, this actual material and music and shit. You know, and it was a waste of time just for the simple fact of 2 things. One, I had already changed the world in a downtrodden way. I made one of the biggest simple songs ever. You know what I'm saying? And so when I doubled back to go and rap right then, it was too soon. It was too soon. People wasn't ready for me to be anything more than I was. And they still not now. You know, they don't want me to be anything more than simple. That's why people are just like, yeah, you know, and granted, I am happy people, you know, listening to you guys. It's great that it happened. It's amazing that it happened. It's even more amazing I made other songs that no one knows anything about and I still get a fuckload of money off of them. I just got what's the name of this movie? Game Night. Go see Game Night. It's out right now. Dropped February 23rd.
Okay, they find it
you can see it in movies everywhere, and I'm on the soundtrack. Do What He Do.
That's what's up,
Featuring
man.
Twerk. It's not the first time I did that. You know?
So okay, you said you was really trying to inspire the kids.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to. It was the same thing. Like if you look at kind of like it was for a different reason, but kind of like what X did. You know, like if you think about it, like people told me I was beefing with Future.
X? I'm sorry.
X. You remember when X was like he was putting out all those random things, like the random things on Snapchat, like telling the kids like, you know, love yourself, care about yourself, yeah. You feel me? Like I was doing that from a same place though, and it was a place where I didn't care about being famous. I didn't really care about the money and all that because I already been getting the money. You know what I'm saying? I gave up the amount of money I had to be a rapper. So the money I was making was just like, man, I'm really doing this all for music. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just figured it was like my responsibility to try and help the kids. But what happens, the internet is a strange place because when you try and help, you become the villain. And I was so frustrated with being the villain when I didn't want to be it. You know what I'm saying? I'd already been the villain. I didn't want to be the villain. You know what I'm saying? And I was fighting against it so much. You feel me? And that was just my inexperience in this business, especially because I didn't anticipate once again the fuck shit from my label. You know what I'm saying? And so when you combine all of that stuff at one time, and you're not shielded from it. You know, like you see Yachty say the comments about Tupac and Biggie and all that shit. And the label shielded him once it got to a certain level. When Joe Budden and them came to him, the label united, shielded him again. You feel what I'm saying? Made a hit out of it. But when anybody came for me, they just let it happen. You know what I'm saying? It was like just throw me to the fucking wolves. And I'm not a rapper. I've been a rapper for like 8 months at this time. What the fuck do I know? You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things, and that's why I say I was an idiot, because I didn't realize that once you get into this game, you have already committed to a certain thing. Regardless of how good your intentions may be, you are going to have to do this fuck shit until you get to a place where you are solidified enough where when you put out your message, no one can stop it, because otherwise they will smother you.
So I really want to dive deeper into that, but first I want to say, like, you said that you in it for the kids. Like, how do you feel about music today where, you know, drugs and all that stuff is being promoted as far as using
drugs and
it
stuff and all
like
this has always been promoted. One of my favorite weed songs is Sweet Leaf from Black Sabbath, and that's like 1973. You feel me? Like the drugs is always in the music, bro. The music and the drugs go hand in hand. Yeah. You don't get the music without the drugs. You feel me? The oldest musicians you can think of, they did heroin and cocaine and acid and all sorts of shit. So that narrative is a narrative that's only being adapted because hip hop is so young. Yeah. It's so youthful. At one point, rock and roll was started the same way. They was doing all the same drugs, and they was like, "Yo, this shit is some degenerate shit." They doing drugs and they fucking and they got tattoos and you know they say vulgar shit all the time. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. That was rock and roll. Hip hop is nowhere near as old as rock and roll is as of right now. We're still in our infancy.
In our infancy, yeah.
You feel me? So it's a conversation. But once again, if you want a certain narrative to happen, you know, people aren't really going to challenge it. More so they're going to monetize it.
Yeah.
So now you have a let's do drugs versus not do drugs. My thing at the time was just the lean. I wasn't like all drugs. Whatever the fuck you want to do it. But the lean is making the kids heroin addicts. And they don't notice it. Like they have the same lean. It's a dope nod. That's why you're falling asleep. Like you get the same itch and scratch. You get the same shakes. You get the same withdrawals. You're a heroin addict. It's not that you need some drink. It's that you're a heroin addict, bro. And I need you to understand that you're a heroin addict. You feel me? So you can understand what you're doing to yourself type shit. You feel me? You're a heroin addict, bro. It's kind of tough.
Kind of tough. Yeah.
You feel me? And that was my message about it. And they kind of buried me under that shit. Like, boo, fuck that. Hell no.
So with those tweets, you know, I don't really want to, you know, say no names and everything. But you know, with those tweets, did you feel like that what you was trying to present was like misconstrued or misunderstood?
Yeah, of course it was. Of course it was. And then in the interviews that I had, where I like, for instance, like with the situation with Future, me and Future talked within 10 minutes. Yeah. You feel me? Because it was a live interview both ways. My interview was live with Complex. His interview was live with Huffington Post. Yeah. But so it's not like it took 2 days to talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? It took 10 minutes. He asked me what I said. I told him what I meant. He agreed with what I was saying, but told me what it was. You feel what I'm saying? Like about why I shouldn't say like that to let the media manipulate what I was saying. He was basically schooling me on like, hey, little bro, they finna fuck you over for this one.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? Like, you don't be, what you saying is right. Yeah. They finna fuck you over for this one. You feel me? Like, you can't let them do this to you. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying?
Like, talking about you referring to the media, right?
Yeah, to the media. That's what he told me, straight up. You know, she kept it 1,000. But by the time that conversation was over, it took a whole day before it even made it to social media that the situation happened. It took another 3 weeks for while it cycled that I'm supposed to be beefing with Future. Yeah. And the conversation happened within 10 minutes.
So by the time it got to the public, you guys already had squashed the shit.
Man, we was good.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how shit
it was seeming like y'all was about to be some beef and all this. They try to make it
Future never had beef. Me and Future performed together at Phillips Arena maybe like a week or two later.
That's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like but at the same time, like the world is so gullible now. Like they programmed everybody already. Yeah. You feel me? So it's just people they feed that shit. They tune into their news feed, and that's like their actual news. They tune into their Instagram, their Snapchat, and that's how they learn people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
social media.
That's what people always thought like the Matrix would be some shit where we have to like plug our mind in, and they would have to trick us with a fake world. They already plugged our mind in and tricked us with a fake world. It already happened. Like you're waiting for the wrong thing, bro. It already happened. You already got to be free. Yeah. So
that's some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ali Spoon, I see you over there killing it on Instagram. So what was your craziest DM that you received?
Oh shit! Please don't
don't say names. Don't say names at all. But
I don't even remember the name. But I got offered $50K to come to Dubai.
Wow.
I was like, no. So you can come down there and chop my head off or something? Like, no.
Damn, hell no.
But it really be like that nowadays.
Okay.
Crazy, yeah. I got that about, I think, 2 months ago.
Okay.
Literally $50K. Like, 50K. Ready to get my bank account and everything. Put that shit in. No.
What was the funniest thing that happened to you recently?
Funniest thing. I'm definitely going to have to probably say All-Star Weekend. That was a mess.
Oh, please.
OG looked at me and he said, Allie, you got 4 minutes. And his face was so serious. Like, I guess before that, he had been calling me. And I'm serving the party towards the end. The party ends at like 7 a.m. I look at the servers. I said, I'm fucking drunk. Y'all are working. I hired you. You're good. He's trying to get a hold of me. I think he got a hold of my girl.
OG Maco, the designated driver. Oh, yeah.
Wow,
OG Maco is not on rapper duties. He's designated driver duties.
So, he looks at me, and I had Andre Drummond in there. I had Nick Barrett from the $1 Million Listing. Shout out Nick. I had Josh Jackson in there. I had everybody in there. So by the time, I didn't want to leave. I was drinking, and we get in the car, and he's driving, and I am trying to play music, but I'm pressing the parking assist button while we're traveling down Beverly Hills. Like, this is like 7, 8 in the morning. Like, he's looking at me like, this bitch. And might I add, him and I never met in person yet, okay? This is the first weekend we met in person. We've been friends on social media or FaceTime or
she
text.
got me that bag.
Yeah.
Shout to the bag lady.
Yeah, I know, man.
Lady.
She about that paper, man.
I look at his phone, and my name in his phone is Allie Spoon, bag lady.
Period. Shout to that bag.
With an exclamation point and shit.
That bag.
Right. So, yeah, I definitely.
So another question for you, Allie. How you deal with the haters? I see there's a lot of haters hating on you all the time. Please tell me how you deal with them.
Dude, I don't give a fuck.
You can't.
I just don't care.
You can't.
Like, some stuff I'll respond to, just like if I think it's funny. Like, I'll respond just to make a scene, just because it gets you seen more. Anytime you make a scene, people are gonna watch you. People are gonna follow you. You know, when I was arrested back in May 2016, my followers went up like 10K.
Okay.
Literally, just because people wanted to see what was going on with me, and Trix was with me during that time, so he knew what was up.
So do you care to clear up that situation for the people that may still got some words to say? Clear that shit
please
up.
Clear it up.
Please.
I see his blogs out there hating on you,
Dude,
man.
there's so many articles.
There's
so many
And you know what? I'm not even gonna say the blog. I'm not gonna give them shine out there. Fuck them because they hating on Allie.
Yeah.
You know.
But okay, so I managed that Mint nightclub in Scottsdale, and I killed it. I mean, I was killing it, and you already know that. You guys came out and pop bottles all the time.
Yep.
But basically, so I had a former VIP client of mine. He, 10 Lambos, rent the penthouse at the W every weekend, bring his wife out, strippers, everything. So I was partying with this guy all the time for years and years. And he had disappeared for a good amount of time, but I didn't think anything of it. He owned like a life insurance company, family man, 3 kids, all that.
Yeah.
So he had hit me up one night. He's like, hey, you know where I can get some blow, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I got you. So I sent him this guy's phone number, this little kid that was like running around the club, whatever, cool. I'm at the front door. He shows up, and at the time, he's with undercover cops. Ooh. So they come, they buy a table, they do all that stuff. Get the table, they pop off, they spend, $2K. I'm like, okay, that's normal for him. He's always spending. So about 3 weeks later, he hit me up again. Same guys, same cops, everything. Hey, we need this, that, we need a table. I said, bro, I'm busy. I said, y'all can come get a table, but like, stop hitting my line with this shit, pretty much. Yeah. So, long story short, they had set up the kid that I'd given the phone number to, and obviously the evidence is black and white. Undercover's there, meets the guy, all that crap. So they had ended up setting it up for like 4 kilos of cocaine or something. At this time, I'm not even fucking with them. I'm not even talking to them. I'm working, doing my thing. Yeah, I party, whatever. But it wasn't anything, I'm not making money. I'm not selling drugs. I'm not doing anything like that.
Oh, no.
So I leave to go to the gym. And at the time, I just got my Benz. Just got it. 2 weeks ago. So I'm
fly too. I seen
dude,
that.
I know.
Clean.
I was like, I'm going to the gym. I'm like, okay. So I drive out to go to the gym, and I get maybe not even a block down the street from my house, and I see these the lights, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, I need to get my tags. Like, what the fuck am I being pulled over for? So they pull me out of the car. They're like, you're a drug dealer. I was like, wait a second. I was like, wait. Okay, I'm in a fucking sports bra, little Nike shorts, got my Starbucks coffee, basic white bitch shit. He's like, pulls me out, 3 more cops roll up. I'm like, what the fuck?
This is in the morning?
This is like 11 a.m.
Damn.
And they're like, you're a drug dealer. I'm like, okay, am I being punked? Like, where the fuck is Ashton Kutcher? Y'all got me fucked up. So I'm sitting there, and at this time, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm sitting there in handcuffs like, yo, what the fuck? So I get down to the station, and then they start saying the situations. I'm like, bro, I remember this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? But at this point, it's like 8 months prior. Yeah. So long story short, basically, it just came down to giving a fucking phone number. Yeah. But obviously, the charges on there were, when they pulled me over, I had cash on me. Like, I get tips. I had probably $1,000 cash on me. Yeah. Obviously, facilitation. And then I don't even remember what my other charge was. Do you remember? I don't even remember at this point.
China.
I know, man.
I didn't know you personally back then, but I knew that. Like I saw you getting
Everyone
scrutinized like a mug.
Motherfucker, yeah, man. They was
like,
she got caught with $100,000. She had kilos in her truck.
Dude,
they was saying everything bad about you, man. So I'm glad you need to clear your name up.
They thought I was running girls. They thought all kinds of shit. I'm like, dude, I just work for the club.
Yeah.
I get a paycheck, and my paychecks are big. So
yeah, it's haters out there.
Clear that shit up for the haters.
Clear it up, man.
So that's that.
That's your new gangster code.
Yeah,
That's your gangster now.
That's gangster, man.
Dude, I spent 5 days in jail. It was the scariest shit ever. Those bitches are like trying to braid my hair and shit.
That's
I
funny.
can't even make this shit up. It's terrible.
And this is a question for both of y'all. How y'all feel about President Trump?
Oh, okay, man. Look, hey, man. Hey.
At the time, I was considered on probation. I didn't vote. Just so everyone knows.
Okay. But listen, man. Listen. Keep Trump in there, man.
Okay.
Please don't take Trump out.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Elaborate.
Elaborate on that, man.
Please don't
You're
take Trump out.
going to lose me a lot of followers today.
Man, listen,
What are you doing?
if people stop this interview right here and don't hear what I'm saying, that's why they in the position that they in right now.
I feel you.
Keep Trump in there, because if we take Trump out, we get Mike Pence. What is wrong with y'all?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
are you for Trump? Like,
I'm not for Trump. I'm against Mike Pence and Trump. But if I got to choose Trump or Mike Pence, I'll take Trump. At least.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's Mike Pence for the people that don't know?
Let me tell you something. I'm explaining this. I'm explaining this in the best way possible. See, Trump is that crazy uncle that's always drunk.
Yeah.
And say how he feel. He's that uncle. He's not. He gonna lie to you, but you gonna know it's a lie because it's so blatantly a lie.
Yeah.
That there's no way you could ever believe it. And Mike Pence is that creepy uncle that might touch on the little kids.
Oh.
See, the difference is, you know what Trump doing, but you don't know what Mike Pence doing.
Yeah, that's
he's
true.
He's not gonna tell you what he's doing, and he's crazier than your drunk uncle.
Oh shit!
He way crazier than him. You feel me? And you never gonna know what he doing. Yeah. Oh man!
Yeah.
I would wake up one day old. I ain't trying to. Somebody go own me. You feel me? I'm not trying to go out like that. Y'all better stop trying to impeach Trump. Let him ride his wave out.
Yeah, I feel you.
So Ms. White China, how you feel?
How you feel?
Honestly, I don't care.
Okay.
I didn't vote. I didn't like either.
Okay.
And I was just,
You feel like
I'm not into politics.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. I don't like it.
It doesn't
like
directly affect
it's just
you.
always.
Right?
I'm just living. I mean, what are you gonna do? You can't control it.
I feel that.
So that's how I feel. I feel like people vote, but technically your vote don't mean shit.
It's the electoral college.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That bag,
it's like, no matter what you do,
Yeah, that bag. I like how you be talking, man. About that bag.
I feel like
man.
people just waste their time on that. It's just I'm not about it.
Mm.
Definitely not about it. 100%.
I feel that. So Maco, man, what's your relationship currently with your label QC? Is that y'all still on good terms? Like,
man,
we had to ask.
You had to ask that.
We had to
you know what's
ask.
funny? Him and I just had a conversation about this last night.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all two things. One, y'all thought I got left out bad and bougie? I mean, have you ever watched the Bad and Bougie video and noticed? Have you ever noticed that I'm in the Bad and Bougie?
I haven't noticed.
I haven't noticed.
Break it down.
I'm the
Give
freshest
us.
motherfucker in the Bad and Bougie video.
I didn't even know she was in the video.
With the eye patch on. Yes, I am. I am.
Damn.
And that's the last time I seen anybody from QC. That video. I don't talk to nobody.
How long ago was that?
I don't try and talk to nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Okay, I feel you.
It's so much fuckery.
Okay.
I tell people like this: if you really want to ask like what happened, right? You don't really have to ask me what happened. Just look at what happens to everybody else and what did happen. You feel me? Like, how many artists do you know that had one of the biggest songs in the world that never went on tour with anybody else? How many artists do you know that had one of the biggest songs in the world that only got 2 music videos, maybe 3? Right? How many do you know that signed to a major label first? Not only do they never get the album out, but you never even get a single. You never even get a single from that album. Ever. Not digital, not radio, not nothing. You feel me? If it was something with me, right? Okay, why did I never get another feature with Migos? Why don't I have a feature with Yachty? Where was it's a quality control tape out, right? I'm not on it. I mean, you feel me? Like, if you honestly think, no matter how much, how I would feel about the label, if somebody called me and said, "Hey, get on the quality control tape," Of course I would do it. Why not?
Of course.
It only worked better for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna spite myself. You feel me? That's stupid.
Yeah.
You feel me? But that call never happened. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so people ask, you know, what's going on? It's apparent what's going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's very apparent.
So is it like, I mean, like I know that, was it like a family thing or was it like a business thing as far as with you, OG Brand, and QC? It was
just, you know, I'm not gonna get into too many details about it, you know, because even no matter how bad somebody do me, to a certain level, it's still a code of the streets to it.
Yeah, I feel you.
So I'm not gonna get into no real details.
Yeah,
but I'll just put it like there was a plan. You feel me? And the plan was discussed. You feel me? It was a plan, and y'all might have not knew who I was, or that I was rock starring, or you know, I was always wearing the Rick and the Raph and the Balenci before y'all ever heard it in the song. You feel me? Like y'all might not do that, but they did.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And they heard my album with all the rock songs on it and the crazy singles on it and the screaming shit and the melodic shit. They heard all that. You feel me? They heard it. That's what got us to Capitol Music. Mm-hmm. It's a reason we have to go to a hood-ass label. We went to the biggest label in the world at Capitol Music to start the hip-hop.
Yeah.
That's true.
That was me. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason we went over there like that. And when it came time to uphold they ended a bargain. They did what niggas do, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So did that transition from 300 to Capitol like?
I never was at 300. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. I was different from all of that.
Oh, okay.
Migos, Rich the Kid, they was all Johnny Cinco. They was signed to 300.
Okay.
I never was with 300 ever. I came from OGG. I did a partnership with QC for an album and a single. That was it. I fulfilled that shit the moment I dropped Live Life 2. The single, I think they tried to do Fuck 'Em, which was a terrible idea, and I told them that because fuck 'em. And so before that obligation even got fulfilled, that's when we started getting the offers for biggest shit in the world. So, you know what I'm saying? So we started getting crazy offers, bigger offers than I had ever seen before. Yeah. We went in rooms they had never been in before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't really blindside me while we was in the room because they had never been in there either. Yeah. But, you know, things happen as they happen. And it just my problem isn't that it happened like that because I accept that. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can't dwell on that shit. I accept that. My problem is they still won't rectify it. Like let me go.
So you still have obligations, basically. That's what is that the reason why we may have not heard like new
everything I put out gets a stop on it. Everything I try and submit never comes out.
Damn, some bullshit.
They just put a stop on my music again yesterday. So there you go. That's like brand new current news.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really care how niggas feel about it when they hear it because it's not these are all facts. You know what I'm saying? It's not I ain't throwing no dirt on nobody's shit. If you do it, you know what I'm saying? That's how you feel. It's very obvious. You can look this shit up and see it. Like just go search OG Maco tours and see how much. And think about it now. I done went around the world by myself. I've never even toured with niggas before. I'm about to do my first tour with Richie West and Young Dread and Reggie Mills and shit with Live Nation. That's my first time touring with niggas. I've never toured with people. It's always just me headlining all the way around Europe, all through China, all through South Korea. Yeah. You feel me? Just me. Yeah.
Damn. So are you like in a litigation or like in a situation where you're trying to, you know, break free or what's your plans with that?
That shit has ways it goes and people think they understand it and they don't.
Would you like to be independent or you want to
I don't even care about being independent so much. Because I understand the format of a label. Okay. And if things would have went the way I wanted to, I would have been at Universal Republic anyway. Okay. And I would have loved to be at Universal Republic. It's a great label. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not one of those fuck the label people. My situation is more so based on there being a gate master between me and the label. Even though I got us to the label. Okay. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't like they knew Capitol and then put me in position. Yeah. It was I got us to Capitol, and then once I got us there, they stalled me, ran Yachty, who did exist. Yeah. And then Migos, which always, of course, was gonna move from 300 to Motown for the bigger bag. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That shit it's the business wise, it's beautiful. Yeah. You feel me? It's amazing. But if that's how you feel, just let me go.
Yeah. Right.
I feel that. So, like, are you trying to release a lot like more music? Is that your
shit is coming out?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you, I mean, it shit has been dropping. I've just been doing it like real solidly, but
yeah?
Okay.
so
So
streaming numbers been good.
I mean, I don't know if you care to talk about this, but do you think that as far as your relationship with your label, did that have a lot to do with like accident situation and things like that?
Oh fuck no. Hell no, I didn't even get a text or a call from them when that shit happened. No,
That's
no.
deep.
Me and QC haven't been good since probably the first 11, 12 months. That's about it.
Okay.
And
By the
when did
time
that
I
start? When did that
hear-
situation start? Just to give a
What, QC?
timeline. Yeah, with it.
Oh, you guessed it already had like 50 million views or some shit like that. And,
So that was around 2014, 2015.
Yeah, 2014, summer 2014, and I had a DM from Coach K. He was like, come sit down with us. And at the time, a lot of my boys had like court cases and shit, and I had like kind of been like a vow to be off my street shit while I was rapping. You feel me? I was like, to me, if you want to do something to succeed at it, you gotta do it 100%. You feel me? Like you can't be half in, half out, or a bitch ass nigga with that shit. You gotta go all the way for it. You feel me? So I was all the way rapping. Like I didn't hustle at all. There was days I couldn't eat type shit. You feel me? 'Cause I wanted to understand how these niggas feel.
Yeah.
It's not like I didn't know how. I just wanted to understand how these niggas feel.
Yeah.
And when Coach K hit me up, it was just the right time. It was like I had enough clout. You know what I'm saying? The situation as I looked at it, I was only gonna be over there for one project and a single anyway. I didn't want to stay at QC. I didn't want to be part of the whatever the fuck it was at the
You
time.
just wanted to build your
I
brand.
just wanted to use the shit as a jumping board to where I needed to go. I didn't care about who had the most chains or no shit like that. Like their whole culture was different from me. Like I already had my own team. You feel me? And we already had a culture and we already started everything. Like we didn't need all that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
and that's where the problem started.
Makes
I
sense.
see that one of your producers over there, and he did 4 tracks on the new Amigos album, OG Parker.
OG Parker.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your
Dico
relationship?
too, man. Shouts to both of them.
Yeah. What's up?
What's your
Okay.
relationship currently? Y'all still
Parker?
solid? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my fucking brother.
Yeah.
We don't let none of this shit. I love to see my nigga win.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the whole point. The way that even happened, like when we go in the studio, Parker would always sit in on my sessions, and I was like, bro, we already family. What you gonna sit in my sessions for?
Yeah.
Go across the hall.
Yeah, go
And he
move.
like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, just go sit in there, bro. Like, just go sit in there long enough.
Get
nigga.
that bag.
You feel me? Eventually, it's gonna happen. And they did. Parker and Dico did the first record, a while back, and then they just did
What record was that?
Slippery. What record was that? Not was that One Time? Yeah, that is One Time.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember One
King
Time?
Sound One Time. Yeah. I know
that was
what you're talking
Parker and Dico. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was the first one. And
So that's
then,
all part. Deco is part of the OGG
Yeah,
squad too.
Dico's an original member. Like Dico
Wow,
and Parker
man.
was my first 2 producers.
Okay.
Period. And Brandon. And then they got Slippery, and in between that time, Parker did all the Lucci records and all that shit like that, and now they got Walkie Talkie, and
Yeah, that's a banger right now.
it's a banger right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ali, I know that you said that you got a you going around the country and you doing like a master class or something like that. Can you elaborate on that for us?
Not master class. We're just doing VIP nationwide. So,
Okay.
I mean, I have a lot
Break
of
that
clubs that, fly me out. Miami, New York, Dallas, Chicago, Cincinnati, LA, San Diego. We're
Okay.
everywhere. So,
Okay.
I mean, for All-Star Weekend, I sold 20K in tables in 30 minutes.
Damn.
I mean, like that, and I have those spenders.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Business is booming. It's
business
safe
is
to say, huh?
business. Yeah. And business is business. That's where you really got to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm out of town, I'll drink and stuff. I rarely drink.
Yeah.
I've only been drinking because his ass been here for 2 weeks. No, I'm just kidding. It's only been like 10 days, but still.
Y'all turned it up, man. That's what's
I'm
up.
not gonna
lit, I ain't gonna
lie.
lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hell
It's
yeah.
been a fucking party. But
Okay.
So you said
fine.
I know that you said you was dropping like a clothing line or something like that. Is that still in the works? Like you would get some information about that?
I mean, I work for different clothing lines, but I mean, eventually I'm going to be doing my own fitness line, and that's been in talks, but
Yeah.
I haven't really set
You
anything in
haven't really got
stone. I'm
anything
working, with V's Boutique and Levada Swimwear and Cute Booty Lounge out of LA.
Cute
So like,
Booty
I have a lot of, they're pretty big, popular sponsors and stuff. So I'm kind of just aligning with them right now. To be honest with you, like, I don't have the patience
Yeah.
for stuff like that. I have no patience. Zero. I mean, you can ask him leaving the house. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
This is the patience
So-
in a sense of you having to wait on somebody else.
I hate waiting. I hate
Yeah.
it. I just do whatever. I just do
feel
my
you.
thing.
I feel you.
So I hate waiting on other people.
So OG Maco, man. So tell me how you like Arizona, man. Tell me. We're going to light right there.
Oh,
We're just gonna start that conversation.
All right, bro, listen, bro. So we started this cover. I'm a listen. Okay, now let me tell you a few special things about Arizona I've never seen anywhere else. Okay, nowhere else in the world. I mean, in the world. Okay, one. I have never seen a fucking drive-through liquor store. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all might as well just get rid of the DUIs out here. If you have a fucking drive-through liquor store, you tell me I'm a drive-through pick up my shit. And y'all selling shots. If it was a drive-through liquor store and they sell only bottles, you feel me? Okay, maybe. But you selling shots, micro shots. Like, what the fuck?
You begging for a DUI.
You begging for it. Like, everybody, okay? All right. Arizona. Okay.
Oh, man.
What else?
I'm scared what's going to come out of your mouth right now.
Arizona is nah, because I'm only tell the truth now. Arizona, too, is by far one of the most like culturally segregated places I have ever seen.
Definitely.
And it's so slick.
Oh yeah.
So slick.
It's so slick. Like, bro, they so smooth. They really put all the poor people in the desert.
Man.
And then built up some shit over here. This shit looks so different, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about no part of Arizona. I can tell exactly where I am by how poor the shit look. I swear to God. I'm like, goddamn, boy, ain't nothing. You could just die out here. Nobody will find you.
Okay, so I live right in Old Town, literally right behind International.
Old Town, Scottsdale.
Right in Old Town.
Shout
You
out.
walk out my door, the club is right there.
Come on, bro.
Right before we leave right now, I'm getting ready. I hear his mouth.
Nah,
You guys.
We hear
let me
this.
tell you what
He
happened.
goes,
Let me tell you
no,
what
he
happened.
goes, I'm in the courtyard. He's like, motherfuckers be taking their kids out right inside when they see me. At first they playing beanbags, now they're inside. I'm like, what?
Oh, God, listen, I walk outside to enjoy the courtyard. And it's like it's a nice white family, you know, with the two little white babies running around. You know what I'm saying? A little white dog. And I'm enjoying the scene. You feel me? This is beautiful. This is life. You feel me? The sun is shining for the first day. And I've been in Arizona. It's been cold as fuck. I'm enjoying this shit. Man, I see Martha walk over to John, tap his shoulder, and whisper a couple words to him.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, man.
Threw it back to the dog. I turned around.
Let's go.
Everyone was gone. Little Timmy, little Cindy, Martha and John, and the dog Fluff. Everyone was gone.
Man.
And it was just me.
Oh, man. That's hilarious.
I'm dead.
Like, what?
Hey, they got ghosts, man. That's crazy.
All right, man. So what's got you, who you got your eyes on as far as Atlanta hip hop right now? Who's got your attention?
Oh, Gunna, 100%.
Who is that?
Gunna. He with YSL.
Okay.
Thugs artist Gunna going crazy right now. Gunna.
Gunna.
And I've been knowing him since we was like kids, so it's even cooler to see
It's
him
his
doing
time
this
right
shit.
now.
Yeah, he's going nuclear. Y'all go get that DS3.
Okay.
Shouts to my boy Gunna, man.
Okay.
Gunna.
So
And-
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was looking up some of your interviews and it says you really played the guitar, man.
Yeah, man. I used to shred for a while.
Okay.
But
Electric
I
or
met this
acoustic?
electric. I hated acoustic. I thought it was pussy. No offense. But I did. And I was pretty good until I met my bandmate, and he played 6-string.
Okay.
And it's this shit called sweep picking, and that's like when you can hit each string twice doing every movement.
Yeah.
And if you can only imagine how hard that is.
Yeah.
And he learned how to do that shit in a week. It takes most people like 5 years, 10 years, maybe. Some people go their whole life and can never do it. A week.
Damn.
On a 6-string guitar. So he was doing this. I stopped playing. I was like, I'm a lead singer now.
Okay, I feel you.
So you sing too?
Yeah, I can actually, but don't
I will attest to that. He can sing.
can sing.
Oh, man.
You
can
sing?
sing.
Can we expect the R&B album for you?
I'm not saying shit about nothing.
We were leaving Steak 44 the other day, and in the car, I'm like, "What the fuck is this shit?" I'm like,
Okay.
"Okay." He looks at me, he goes, "That's me."
Oh, man.
Crazy.
So man, so can we expect something new coming from you soon?
Yeah, hell, fuck yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to put it out no more because they just put a stoppage on my shit. So
Okay.
I'm gonna get paid for it, and you know, fuck.
Yeah.
You know,
But we can expect it. That's what we want to say.
I'm still dropping.
So we can expect. We're gonna leave it at that though, as far as the details and all that shit.
No. You cannot expect it. You can expect everything. Everything. You know? We gonna. I'm just put everything out on streaming services and play it. You know, because I got fans I just know they kind of tired of me waiting.
Yeah.
So
what about you, Ali? What can we expect from you coming soon? Anything? What's on your mind? What you got going? What you got in the works? What you want to promote?
Yeah. Anything you want to promote right now?
What do I really want to work with right now? I mean, a lot of my stuff has just been a lot of the talent, booking a lot of the talent. I mean, booking 6ix9ine, I got fucking death threats in my DM for that
For real? Damn.
For real.
Oh, yeah, I want to ask y'all that question, man. How y'all feel about that artist, man? Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I love him. I don't care what
you fuck with him.
Trippy, my homie too.
I love him.
And shout to Trippy and everything he doing. And their beef is not my beef, but
that whole thing,
shit hard.
That whole thing
I like him too.
6ix9ine, calling him a pedophile. Like that girl knew what she was doing. She acting like she was fucking of age, and I've done that shit a million times when I was younger. And you went and had sex with someone, and now
that's not to say niggas don't have pedo tendencies.
Yeah. But I don't think that kid does. He's a fucking he's a mess, 100%.
Yeah.
But I don't think he raped that girl at all.
I don't think
in the
at all
video,
either.
the way the girl was acting, but. People are, hitting me up. Oh, you brought a pedophile to our city. We coming for you. I'm like, bro, I'm in LA this weekend. He's at International. There's 5 other sheriffs there. Have a good time.
Yeah.
What?
Has something like that ever happened to you? Like a girl you know what I'm saying, like a groupie or whatever, try to finesse for some money.
Shit. Well, no, weird one. I'll tell you a weird one. This one is really creepy. One time in Texas, there was this one particular groupie, and she was a professional groupie, it turns out.
Damn.
She went, me and Dirk and Maxo Kareem, we was all cool, you feel me? So Dirk, I think she went in the Dirk room first, right? And I don't know what she did in Dirk room, so I'm not speaking on none of that. I don't know what the fuck she did in Dirk room, but I know she went to Maxo's room next. And when she got to Maxo room, Maxo tried to send her to my room, you feel me? Damn. So she comes to my room, and I'm like, sleep. You feel me? My manager let her in, and long story short, she tried to break me. But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. So after all of this happens, right? She's like one of those people that puts it out on the internet type shit. She posts all the pictures and all that shit.
Yeah.
She dies from a heroin overdose.
What?
And come to find out, she said she was like 19, 20. She was 32. So bitches will lie about their age both ways.
Damn.
She died of a heroin overdose 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
Rest her soul. I don't know her
rest
name.
her soul, man. Stay off that H, y'all.
But that is karma like a bitch. God damn. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So yeah.
Damn.
Hey, man.
Girls
that was
be
deep.
doing the most.
Yeah, man.
R.I.P. I swear to God, I don't want to fear her family. Nobody ever hear this shit like that. But rest her soul.
It's a story,
But she died.
Damn.
Yeah.
She died so soon after. It blew my fucking mind.
That's
I couldn't believe
crazy shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap this interview up. Anything else y'all want to say? Y'all Instagram, social media?
Instagram at Miss Ali Spoon. Miss Ali Spoon on everything.
Okay.
Link will be in the bio in the show notes. You know that. What about you, Maco?
Just Google that.
Oh, yeah. What's up with your man right here, man? We left your man and everything.
yeah.
What's up, yo? Where you go?
You got
Jomo?
something to say, my man?
He's a very, very talented
You got something to say,
photographer.
Big Jomo?
Hey yo, shout out OG Maco, shout out OGG. Follow me on Instagram, J0MO. You can just literally type in JOMO.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Link will be in the bio in the show notes.
I'm a film photographer. I'm coming for all
Film
those
only.
next, but I'm in a different lane, you feel me?
Yeah.
No
We're gonna have all
no
the information in the show notes in the bio. Yep. We appreciate y'all
We
coming
appreciate
through
the
on the
guests,
show.
man. Miss Ali Spoon, White China, OG Maco, and the White China.
You dig me?
Yeah.
Raww Reality. We out of here.
Raww Reality.